What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield, picking up kind of right where we left off. I did go back to my beautiful, beautiful home. Look at this landscape. I love this place so much. Back at my home, did a little bit of inventory management between videos, but that's all. As you may recall, at the end of the last video, Barrett wanted to speak to us. I think this is going to be the Barrett episode because I suspect Barrett is going to launch us into his side quest in this video. But we're going to talk to Barrett. He's right behind me. That's why you see the blue dot bouncing on the edge of my screen here. Oh, jeez. He was right behind me. Barrett. Like my house, Barrett? It's cool, right? Gorgeous views all around. Saw you sitting at my writing desk earlier. Don't mind all this Varun and heretic stuff. That's not important. I'm just trying to... Let me see if I want to get his face in the sun so I can actually see him speaking when I talk to him. What? Barrett, did you need to walk over into that shadow? I know the sun's at an awkward angle right now because it's early in the morning. Barrett, stop. Can you... Looks like we're going to have some difficulty getting Barrett to cooperate with us here. Just bear with me. Barrett, stop right there. Stop right there. That's perfect.
So I'm really enjoying our time together. Thought you should know.
Oh, thanks,
It's been a long
Barrett.
time since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem, of course. I'm here for you, whatever you need now. Why would I stop you?
Well, there's a school of thought that you shouldn't go chasing ghosts. And they're probably right. Ghosts are spooky. But maybe this isn't that kind of chase. And Irvin's case is far from dead.
Sorry if there's a little bit of an echo there. I was just pulling up my stream as I do these days to make sure my audio is not messing up. I continue to live in fear of that one lost episode where I had to replay the whole thing not blind because the audio was so bad. Actually, there was just no audio from my mic in that particular recording for whatever reason. If it matters to you, it matters to me.
See, that's what makes you a good captain in my book. You're supportive. On that note, I do have some news about Irvin's case. So I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this. They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing him of damaging their investments. Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea.
Interesting. Who brought the case to court?
The Hephaestus Mining Corporation. And they also won
so not
the
Argos
case.
Extractors. So he didn't show up to court at all and was found guilty. What was the settlement?
Some of Irvin's paychecks were seized, as well as any assets that weren't under joint ownership.
I don't understand how Irvin could be guilty of that.
Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money.
I mean, I can see that maybe being possible, but like... Yeah, well, this is what exactly where my train of thought was going. Like, how would you ever prove that, that sequence of events led to problems in the mine? Killing apex predators led to all that?
They claim the creature he killed was a critical hive species that caused a cascade effect when they were killed off. Irvin killed the equivalent of a queen bee, and the whole hive collapsed, basically.
Now, I know his husband, his ex-husband, Irvin, I guess I shouldn't say ex-husband, his late husband, Irvin, was a scientist. I can't imagine any scenario, and oh God, it's, annoyingly, the sun is like leaving his face as I blabber on. But I can't imagine any scenario where Irvin would deliberately like cause the extinction of a species. It must have been an accident. I'm sure we'll find out as we investigate this, which I'm sure is what we're about to do. That seems hard to prove.
It looks like they considered him a no-show and ruled against him.
Yeah, he never showed up to court.
So anyway, according to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense.
Oh?
Who was a no-show too.
Oh.
Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't.
Okay. Why didn't the witness show up?
They withdrew their testimony the morning of the trial. Said they had a sincere change of heart.
Sounds like some corporate nonsense to me. I bet they were bribed or threatened. Is your contact still available for work?
Yes. They plan to stay in the same system for a while.
All right. I guess that leads nowhere. I thought I was going to get the excuse me, tell him to like look into this some more, track down the witness, that sort of stuff. Did you know about so he didn't even know that there was like a joint owned apartment? Did you know about the apartment before this?
I didn't know he bought it. Must have been a better deal than renting for the time he was there.
Didn't know he bought it. Must have been a better deal than. Maybe I don't actually know what the word apartment means in the English language. I thought that just using the term apartment implied that there was no ownership involved, that you were renting. But maybe not. No, because in my mind, like, it's an apartment if you're renting it, but then like the same sort of thing if you buy it, it's a condo, right? Maybe I'm just wrong. Sounds like the case is closed. Hey, free apartment.
Kinda. I had a mountain of back taxes to pay, and utilities, and repairs.
Okay, not so free.
Would have been far better for my pockets had I just donated it to the city. But I'm glad I didn't. There may be clues there about his case. So here's what I was thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can
shoot.
persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more or look into the witness instead?
Definitely the witness. Oh, I have more options. Hold on. What can we find out by investigating the company?
I just want to know why they picked Irvin. Why did they set him up?
What do you want to find out with the witness?
I wonder what his real reason was for retracting his testimony.
Yeah, I think that's the
Did he
most
report anything to
intriguing
security?
thing here. So I can tell him to investigate the witness instead, investigate the company some more, and then I have these two options. I can use my negotiation skill to be like, offer to owe them a favor if they investigate both. Or I can pay 4,000 credits and say, pay your smuggler contact to investigate both. I don't want Barrett. Okay, so from my gamer perspective, I know that both of these choices lead to the same result, and the fact that Barrett owes the investigator a favor doesn't ever come into play ever again, right? But from my character's point of view, where I'm role-playing, I don't want Barrett to owe anyone any favors. I'm happily willing to shell out 4,000 credits to have them investigate both without any strings attached. So pay your smuggler contact to investigate both.
For that much money? They'll do it. You know, This investigation is time-consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But
Oh,
that's thinking
Gagarin's...
too far ahead.
Oh, that must be where the
Anyway,
mine is.
Captain, thanks for checking in with me.
Yeah, Barrett, sure thing, sure thing. Oh. Hello?
Yes?
Have anything for me?
Yeah, I do. How did you know?
Just a given amount of time has passed. Okay. Awesome. So that did not bring us into Barrett's side quest. It was just another conversation, which makes me very happy because I am so excited about proceeding to Londinian. So this is not going to be a Barrett episode. This is going to be a heavy UC Vanguard episode, and I am psyched. The plan is to remove the terramorphs from human worlds by either bringing back their natural predator or releasing a microbe to deal with them. But first, we'll need some raw materials, and the only place to collect those, Londinian. I'm about to speak to Commander Hatum on the only base on the planet. So I'm definitely going to do that next, but there was something I wanted to point out that I discovered. Well, there's a couple things. First of all, there's a couple named NPCs. Again, like I keep finding them at the Ryujin Tower. Sorry, I'm struggling with clicking the right buttons right now. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm sure that's just there's only one thing on my to-do list now, and it's that. Go talk to those two additional named NPCs that I found. So that's on my to-do list, but it's not anything urgent, right? But before we proceed to Londinian, I did want to show you, gentle viewers, something I discovered. Wait, this is Tau Ceti. Am I having a complete brain block right now? Why? I'm looking at the Tau Ceti system right now. Why do none of the planets have points of interest on them? Because what I'm looking for is the... Oh, here it is. Oh, so weird. I guess because I've already been to both of the points of interest, it takes away the ellipses that lets me know there's ones on this planet. Anyway, sorry for the delay while I was looking at my map all confused. So I was playing through... I wanted to get access to the UC Vanguard shield ship module on my other playthrough.
And the mood
so I
looks
just
abandoned.
busted through the...
Suddenly abandoned. Not liking that.
Yeah, Barrett, I've actually already been here. Taking care of things here. For some reason, I thought this was Hadrian's ship. I didn't expect it to still be here, but maybe it's just like permanently here. They don't expect you to come back here. Anyway. I'm going to try and be quick about this. Because I don't want to waste too much time here, but I did... And then I thought maybe this is Hadrian's ship, but that's like destroyed. It's like a crashed ship almost. This will really just take a second, I promise. Here we go. I noticed this when I was in here on my other character, feeding the front lines, this poster, and it has that creature on it that we drove nearly to extinction by over hunting it. It reminds me of a good analog is like the buffalo that was basically hunted to extinction at the turn of the century. Very similar, like sort of situation. Like there was a war on. They had to feed the front lines, so they ended up over farming this creature's population and basically almost wiping them out. But this is that same beautiful creature that we have back at the Red Devil's hideout. I'm still not sure what my plan is, whether I'm going to choose to do the creature thing or the microbe thing. I'm sort of leaning towards the creature thing at this point, but I don't want them to come back just to be livestock. I'd like them to roam free and hunt terramorphs. Like, that's the whole idea, right? Anyway, but then I waffle because the microbe seems like a smarter, like more efficient, more targeted thing that doesn't involve releasing an invasive species on a bunch of different human colonized planets. So I don't know. I'm torn. But that's all I wanted to do here. Show y'all the poster because I thought that was interesting. Let's go to Londinian. It's already, the cord is already locked in. All right, let's go.
Home for...
Except...
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
Interesting. So if I tried to come here prior to having this quest, I probably wouldn't have been able to land. I'm very interested in, like, as soon as I'm done, as soon as I'm done filming this video, I'm hopping onto my other playthrough, and I'm going to try coming here and seeing what happens, because I'd love to, like... Are you going to stop me from landing?
No, but if you proceed, no one will be coming to rescue you. So do us all a favor and jump back to safe harbor. Now.
Oh, so... You're interfering with a critical mission. Stand down or I'll report you. I don't feel any, like, compelling need to be an asshole about it. I'm cleared to be here. I'm meeting with Commander Hatum.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Oh, man, after that kind of arsehole response from him, I kind of wish I'd been an arsehole in the first place. Oh, well, can't take it back now. Yeah, let's get a scan in. Let's see what the system looks like. Okay, so it's just got one. Oh, look at this. Like, it's a really big planet, but it's only 1G, so it must not be very dense. It's in an inferno. Barren Inferno. Barren Cold. Barren Cold. And Barren Cold. This one... has a point of interest on it. Let's just take a quick look. Abandoned hangar. Deserted ecliptic garrison partially explored. So I have been here before. Sorry, I think I looked at all this in the previous video when I was planning for this video. Just trying to take it all in because this is very exciting for me. Let's just get down there. Londinian, here we come. I've been wanting desperately to go to Londinian ever since.
Let's head down.
My day is suddenly much improved.
Alright, we're gonna obviously have to wait until my ship's done landing to say anything since my whole crew wants to talk to me. Like I was saying, I've been wanting to come here ever since I learned about its history, its tragic history in the...
Captain, greetings.
UC Vanguard Museum. Vasco. Rude, man. I mean, so when I look at this planet, I know it's a quote-unquote cold planet, but it looks like Londinian is built up here in, what's the biome called? Frozen Plains? But there's like mountains and swamp and I assume there's at least one forest type biome here. Let me find it. Maybe not. Just swamp and mountains. Alright, well, I guess I understand if it's just swamp and mountains, but like... building on the frozen plains just seems silly to me. That might just be because I hate the cold weather, right? Anyway, this is the one remaining UC base on the planet. Presumably this is like the outskirts of Londinium. I'm wondering how much this game will let me go off the beaten path here if I can just skip my meeting with the commander and get right into the heart of it.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
That does definitely feel like the game told me.
I tolerate the extreme cold, but it is hard.
Oh, poor Barrett, you feel the same way I do about it. I'm with you on that one, Barrett. Oh, what's this? Secrets? I know on these side missions so far, I've been sort of taking an approach of mostly not exploring. Mostly just focusing on the story of the mission at hand. But for Londinium especially, we're going to be, because it piques my interest so much. I definitely plan to be a bit more thorough than I have been. And make sure we're exploring everything we can. Because any world building I can get about Londinium, I'm there for it. I'm interested. One grav on this planet. I do hate that earth grav. Ooh, what's this? Can I sneak in here? Oh good, I've got frostbite already. That's so fun. Before I get sucked into this mission, let's see if I can do something about my frostbite at least. Ooh, Barry gave me a really nice food item. We'll hold on to that. No, I've just recently put everything away at my home, so I don't have anything. We'll see if there's someone on base here I can buy things from. Otherwise, this might be frustrating. What's frostbite do to me again? Taking health damage. Oh yeah, that's actually awful. The frostbite thing's actually so bad. Okay.
You with the Xeno unit? You're heading to command. Far end of the compound.
Sounds good, thank you. Forward base 441. See this this stormtrooper aim this guy's got? He definitely needs the target practice. I don't know whether he's like... There's two schools of thought here, right? He's either not improving at all, or he is such a good shot that he's just showing how he can hit the same 20 spots every single time. Because if you'll notice, he's hitting the exact same 20 spots every time. I didn't actually count them. I don't know if it's actually 20 shots, but around that amount. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of interesting stuff here already. There's a Reliant Medical up there, which gives me hope that I'll find some sort of merchant here. Let's go talk to the stormtrooper, shall we?
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
I sure am. Don't mind me, I'm just going to take all your bullets, if you don't mind. Oh, that must be the one he's using. Yeah, look at this. This used to be this creature's home world. And the Terramorph's home world, theoretically. But us stupid humans, doing like we always do, wiped out a whole ecosystem. And we're now dealing with the consequences of that. There's a Chunks. There's a Terrabrew. Enhance. Eklund's Shipbuilders. So that's maybe like the company that predates Stroud Eklund, right? The impression I'm getting is that maybe all these places are closed. Like this is part of Londinium that was turned into this forward base. But that all these businesses have long since fallen the coop. And I think that Eklund's thing is meant to give that impression. Don't mind me, just trying to sequence break the quest. Seems like the game's kind of letting me sequence break. Let me just save, just in case I do actually break the quest. I'll save over that save. I don't think we're stuck with anything yet. Seeing if there's a way into any of these buildings. I don't think there is. They're all, you know, buried in snow and stuff like that. Oh boy. Got some Starborn landing to give me grief. I mean, I'm in it, right? This is straight up Londinian, right? Very cool. Let me just see what my quest says. The plan is to remove the Terramorphs from... Yeah, I've got all that. It just wants me to proceed to the command post. But I'm a contrarian, so of course... I want to see how much I can, like, this almost feels like it's going to be the critical path after I proceeded to the command post. So I'm curious if I, like, poke around a bit here too much, if it'll, advance the quest. Like, it feels like I'm going to be coming down into this and maybe working my way up to here. It's so funny, I'm like still outdoors and it's like prognosis improved, frostbite. I'm like, really? I'm still in the cold, like I don't... Ooh, here's a Hope Tech building. Trade Authority over here. God, I'd give anything to be able to go into a trade authority right now and buy some things, because I would love to pick up just like some supplies. Mainly just heal gels and stuff for frostbite. Sorry, people watching this who know how this quest plays out are probably like, dude, just go talk to the person. Like, this is just a big old waste of time, but... Just like Sarah, I'm bit by the exploration bug. It swallowed me whole. Ew, so... It's so interesting, like... I'm always interested by this sort of stuff in video games. Oh god, Barry, you just startled the crap out of me. I was like, oh god, who's this? For a second. Then I was like, oh wait. Lost my train of thought a little bit. I was gonna say, in the Fallout games, I feel this way sometimes. And in Starfield, I've felt this way a few times. The cities seem unrealistically small. And maybe that's just a function of most of the human race being wiped out when we destroyed Earth's atmosphere and had to evacuate the planet. And these are just small colonies with big buildings, and there's really no need for additional infrastructure or anything like that. There's lights down there, which my gamer instincts tell me mean some of my quest objectives might be down there. Like, what's this? Can't tell. Well, this is probably stupid. Oh yeah, this is definitely a building I'm going to get into. Oh really? Wow, this is just a glitched lighting. Like, it's not. Oh wow, look at this. Terra Brew Coffee, Galbank. I am 1000% going to be able to get into and walk through that building at some point. Let's see if we can find the way in. Ooh, this looks promising. Oh good, I have hypothermia now. And this turned out to not be promising. Yeah, there's like a fully rendered and decorated environment inside here. But I'm not sure how I'm meant to get inside. Yeah, there's no part of me that expected that to work, but worth a few bullets to just eliminate that as a possibility, right? No terramorphs yet. I'm kind of stalling because I'm also trying to decide. Oh, the city continues over here quite a bit. Okay, I feel a little bit better about it now. The rant that I never finished is that I always feel like the cities are so small. I guess I did kind of express how I feel about that. There's a few times in the Fallout series where I would like go to something that was allegedly a city and it would be like really like 5 buildings. This place has a lot of like skyboxy type things to it. It sells the illusion pretty well of a city. Okay, well, we saw some cool stuff, but I didn't actually pick up. I mean, I got like 1 digipick, right? Which, I mean, they put like, I think that's significant in and of itself that they put a box there that has a digipick in it. Actually, the more I say that to myself and think about it, the more that makes me want to look around here a little bit more. Look, here's stuff. There's loot here, right? So even though I've gone way, way, way off the beaten path, there's stuff going on here. You know what I mean? This is definitely a place you're meant to be able to reach naturally without jumping off a cliff like I did. I'm just not sure what the natural way to progress to this area is. Alright, I'm done with my shenanigans. Ooh, what's this, though?
Can you scan that? Oh, you beat me to it.
Something over here, too. Barrett, can you move? Companions and being always in the way. What is... Oh. Hello. Trying to drag the body out of this rubble so it would stop ragdoll glitching, but it's actually wedged in there. See, this feels like a way out, but I'm thinking if I was progressing this quest normally, it would actually be a way. Or, no, my words are backwards. Seems like a way in, but I think if I was progressing the quest as intended, it would actually be a way out onto this area I'm in now. Hello. I'm not sure what throwing that switch would have accomplished for me, but I did the thing. Oh, this must be the natural way. Well, let's go. Let's put on personal atmosphere for this, at least for now.
Any comments? Questions? No? Good.
I see. This is the path you're meant to take. I want to go up to see this building. Ah, yeah, see, by contrast, even though this is supposed to represent a window, there's nothing decorated or rendered inside this building, so it's not actually accessible. This is the critical path with these lights that are meant to sort of guide you. Seems to be the outer edge of the robot's patrol routes. And we're back. So this is where they're going to eventually have me go. But I've sequence broke everything. So let's go report in like we're supposed to. I'm sure y'all are sick of my shenanigans by now. They've set up their base of operations inside the old Terror Brew. It's funny. Alright, there's the person we're supposed to check in with, but first... Hello? They always put the... Oh god, whoops. They always put the deep mining stuff on these, like, decorative mannequins. I wish every once in a while you'd find something cool on them. Nope, don't care. I don't care enough to pick a lock to get in there. I'll take some grenades. Stylized Terror Brew cup. I mean, cool. I'll take some. I have a little collection of them. Maybe they're like secretly a rare item that you can only find here. I don't know. There's a weapon case I can open. Some ammo. Oh, what a fancy looking spacesuit case. Neon Nightlife jumpsuit. I'm pretty sure I've got like 30 copies of that already. Jake and the Inu 1. Oh, look at the Terrible branded chairs. Alright. Now that I'm done with my shenanigans, let's do one more save before we talk to this NPC. Commander?
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
The collection team. Am I with the collection team? I actually don't know that. I'm just here for coffee. Black, 2 sugars, please.
Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then? I certainly wouldn't blame you. Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead. Commander Hatum, No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Sure. Now I'll take your heaviest ordnance, please. I mean, okay. I'm gonna ask this question. I already know the answer to this question. Like, my character is already aware that Vivictus bombed this place, so I don't know why, like, he did? Why would he do that? In fact, I'm not going to ask that question. I've changed my mind. She's already told us what we're going to face out there.
I was told this was a pressing mission. Was I misinformed?
Oh, wow. Understood, ma'am. Don't expect
Precisely.
backup.
I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
You can pinpoint the location of these samples all the way from here?
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
The
Yeah, He's like,
Equipment
no.
will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
Okay, fair. Ready when you
All
are.
right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Alright, I do like the sound of gearing up. While we were in that dialogue, I unfortunately saw that my frostbite became worse. So I definitely, I need this game to let me get some supplies before we start with this, or things are gonna end badly. Oh, this is the armory. Okay. Awesome. Oh my god, Razor Derby! Bro. Okay, hold on. We're gonna study this poster carefully, because I've been curious ever since that Mars mission. Look at this dude with the Viking helmet. The Beast. Violet. And the Heartbreaker. The All-Star Event of the Century, 8/2/29. Razor Derby. Alright, so... I think Razor Derby... I mean, it's got a cool name, but I think at the end of the day, it's just roller derby. But instead of roller skates, they're on ice skates. I think that's the gimmick, right? Look, med packs are good in all game, but I think you know what I want to find here, and that ain't it. Like, thank you for all the bullets. Oh, the apparently amazing armor plated. Barrett, could you not? Armor plated advanced UC anti anti-Xeno power pack. Cool. Anti-Xeno spacesuit, anti-Xeno space helmet. All of them worse than even my Mantis gear, which... But I mean, I guess they're expecting you to do this early on in the playthrough, right? All this Xeno crap. I mean, I'm tempted to unlock this stuff because
Can't chat right now.
But what was that one? Was that what I wanted? And pay attention because I'm dumb. I was gonna say I'm tempted to unlock. This looks like it has nothing in it. Am I hallucinating? This has something in it. Oh, this is open. Yeah, just because everything I picked up in here gear-wise was...
Nothing to report.
legendary. I feel like it couldn't hurt to take a look here. Is like combat happening outside? The game told me that I was allowed to gather equipment, so that's what I'm doing. But like, am I like screwing up the quest by being in here? Because I'm hearing a lot of weird noises and stuff going on. Don't know how to feel about it. And when I tried to like crouch, it was like, you're basically in combat right now. And I'm like, what?
Aha! Open! The suspense is killing me.
You've been caught tampering with a lock? Bounty added to the Well, that's annoying. It did not seem like that would be illegal. It didn't have the crime symbol on the lock. And they told me I could go in here and get supplies. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go back through the dialogue we just had again and re-loot this entire room again. I'm also a bit concerned because that legendary stuff is going to re-roll now. And it looked like it was really slick with the bonuses that add on it. But now we're going to get some randomized crap, probably. There's been a few points in this game where it seemed like something would be fine to do, but it gets me in trouble.
Either that or...
I don't like it. They do a real bad job with that. I'm not going to make the joke this time because she shit talks me if I do. Captain Eardstop, a UC Vanguard, you're expecting
Vanguard,
me.
eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your...
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinian... It's with good reason. Terramorphs are on when Major Sanon... As such, except one. Once you're on the other side, do we understand each other?
Can you tell us what we're going to face out there?
Terramorphs, and plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Understood, ma'am. Don't expect backup.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles. Though I can't... I hope you all find... Robot, you're coming...
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set?
Should only take a few minutes.
Percival will be scanning.
Pinpoints.
The equipment will be able... All right. Head over to the armory.
It's like multiple NPCs like, yep, go to the armory. Gear up. Important mission. Time-sensitive mission. And then I go to the armory and I, like, open a weapons case and they're like, you're now a criminal. We're going to persecute you. Hope you're fine with that. Don't you dare unlock anything, because that's illegal, even though we didn't make that particularly clear. Assassin's Advanced Drumbeat Rifle. Nah, not going to take that. Yeah, of course, now we've got shit rolls on this equipment, but whatever. It's worse than the Mantis gear. The chances that I'm ever going to use it are pretty slim to none, so I'm just going to live with
Word
it.
of advice
Live with
while
my...
you're out there. Don't trust what the voices tell you.
Oh, yeah, good advice. Yeah, because the Terramorphs can mind control. Right.
Don't go into the city much. Never for long. Too risky.
See, Battle Stem, I feel like that was something else before, and now I'm feeling some kind of way. I really need heal gel and stuff for my frostbite. But I'm starting to think this game's not going to give me, like, the most obvious thing that I need. Can I buy equipment off of you?
City. Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
Yeah, I mean... Looks like we're going to have to play this whole mission with hypothermia and frostbite. Ship weapons cost more to fire while in targeting mode. Alright, well, hypothermia doesn't matter at all. Taking health damage expends O2, though, is actually, like, a really depressingly... Like, I would say probably one of the worst consequences of injury in this whole game. Like, I've had, like, fractured skull and stuff like that, and it's still less of a, like, downside than frostbite is. Okay, what's the game want me to do now? Here, let's just take this so that it registers that I did the optional objective. Inform Hadrian that you're ready to move out. Will do. Where is... Oh, over here.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city. Systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
My soldiers and I would appreciate it if you try not to draw too much attention to yourselves out there.
Okay. This might be one of the few times in the game where, like, if they give me a, like, pharmaceutical station, we might sit at it for a minute and see if we can do anything about our problems. But of course, that's the one workstation they don't give us ahead of this mission. Whatever. Alright, Hadrian, let's do it.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Ready as I'll ever be. Wait, are you nervous?
Yeah, just pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be. But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready. Recon protocols active.
Stay sharp.
Let's get out there and do something. Uh-huh.
Sorry, Barrett. Never mind. It's fine.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
So I think they're going to run me through getting the stuff for both of the possible options that we have, and then let me decide at the end. At least I hope so. So we're just going to follow what they tell me to do. What I was just realizing just now that I'm a little bit nervous about is I'm low on bullets for this weapon. It's been a hot minute since I've, like, gone shopping for more bullets. Dealing with termorphs, I definitely want to be using my best weapon, but I'm a bit nervous.
These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them.
We can handle this.
Oh, I see. So these creatures are being controlled by a termorph. We're going to find the termorph. See, I don't have any oxygen because of the frickin' frostbite, and it's actually so awful. There's the termorph. Or not. Oh, I guess I'm being dumb. I'm sorry, gamers. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need personal atmosphere a lot for this because of the stupid frostbite.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Whoa! What the hell just happened? I don't like that at all. Oh man, am I gonna have to reload? It was telling me to check the base cache, and then it's because I ran ahead trying to find the Terramorph. It like auto advanced me to the next objective. It's like, oh, you did that optional objective. You definitely checked that base cache real good. No, I need supplies. I desperately need supplies. Where would it have taken me? In here? Over here? We need to find wherever those supplies are. Oh man. Oh man. I hate what just happened with every fiber of my being. It auto progressed the quest because I'd already moved forward too much. And now I'm running around with no oxygen because oh, this is it. This is the cache. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Frostwolf, I think, is maybe something that I need. Got a Synapse Alpha, frag grenades, recon stem. We're definitely gonna take a look. Battle stem. Infantry Alpha. Credits. Nope. Learned my lesson about picking any locks around here. Oh, heal gel. I know that's something I want. Alright, so I'm suffering from like a million status effects right now, right? We've got frostbite, hypothermia. Oh, I thought I had some other injury. Maybe it healed itself already. Frostbite and hypothermia. Let's eat this. Frostwolf. Oh, that doesn't actually help me. Heal gel does, though, right? Burns and frostbite. Say less. This does hypothermia. Say less. Oh, that feels good. And now all we've got left is freezing cold and snow. Hazardous weather. I think that's just part of this mission, so I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I really wish I could have like picked these up here and then saved them for the next time that happened, but so what's the game want? So much happened, and I was all frustrated about it, but let's take a minute. Kaiser's pinpointed the location of the Achilles cells in the shipping yard. Just need to find them, collect them, and not get eaten in the process. So we've got 3 objective markers. Oh, I see. I see how this is supposed to work. I proceed through here, and then we're checking, like, shipping containers. Albino Terramorph? There's a part of me that's just plain interested in seeing what that looks like. Since I'm not injured right now, let's put on star stuff. Wherever that is, it's too far away for me to get to it. Or to scan it, rather. There it is.
Morphs! Open fire!
Yes, you made a bad impression. Your dreams have just come true. Again. Oh, what the?
To be fair, you kind of got in the way there. Extreme heat, flames, where, from where?
My arm! Seriously?
What's happening?
You may yield whenever you like.
Cloaked Terramorph? That's insane. Star stuff's actually going to be clutch. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't let them get me.
Oh, wow. That was some insane shit just went down. I'm not sure. I'm really curious about that voice at the end there. Was that Sanan? Was that... It was a female voice, so either Sanan or someone who's like been hiding out in the depths of the city. Kaiser's pinpoint though. All right, so nothing's changed in the quest objectives, but that was an insane battle. Cloaked terramorphs. All right, what's going on with my vision? I've got frostbite again. Lovely. The heal gel's still giving me damage resistance, which probably saved my life just now, if we're being honest. Are you okay, Sanan?
Clear from here.
Adrian? Okay. That was crazy. I mean, you know, my gamer instincts tell me that the actual... Well, I got one in the one I already opened, right? I guess we need to collect all the genetic samples, right? I was gonna say my gamer instincts tell me the actual sample is in the one at the top, but then I thought about it a little bit more and realized I had found one in the container I already opened. Also. Ew. Don't mind me, just picking up some contraband. Man, I would have given anything to find some Neon Club Life skirt. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I have. There's so many apparel in this game, which I love. Easy to forget, though, what you've already found. You can't open these. It's fair. I don't know why, but I half expected the Terramorph to jump out of this thing at me when I shattered shock. I think that's a unique named gun, so we'll take that. Achilles gene sample beta. So the main objective really was up here.
All Achilles samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Do I have to? Why can't I hold on to them? Whatever. Whoops. I'm sorry, Kaiser. I didn't realize you were up there with me. Here you go, buddy. Buddy. Kaiser, get your ass over here. Whoa, bud.
Samples secure.
Nice work.
Oh, it was just alpha beta gamma.
Earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Frostbite became worse. Yay. Okay. My antenna have shot back up again. Can you figure out why? That interaction was very strange. That conversation. So we've already got these Silly's gene samples. That's done. So as far as like the option to basically clone more Acilies and repopulate that species, we've got the stuff for that. Now we're going after the Terramorph sample, which will allow us to develop the like microbe solution. The robot Kaiser is like, oh, don't worry. Just because the path to the spaceport's been destroyed, you can take the steam tunnels under the city. And they're like, oh, Kaiser, how do you know that? And Kaiser doesn't know. Kaiser's a robot, gang. Like he does, like if he doesn't know, that means that that part of his memory was segmented from the rest of his memory, deliberately by some human for some purpose. So my running theory is that the reason that Vevictus wanted us especially to recover Kaiser for this operation is because Kaiser was once serving Vevictus here in Londinium. Vevictus is somehow responsible for this. This tragedy that befell Londinium. Not just because he bombed the place, but for some other reason. And Kaiser was maybe with him at the time instead of with Sinan. So I think part of Kaiser's memory has been blocked. He has access to the information we'll need to complete this mission, but not access to information that could compromise Vevictus's evil plan. Just those feelings that were being used, that were being manipulated, have just come back very strong with that conversation we just had. Let me go ahead and do a save. Maybe here. What's the quest say now? Looks like the path to our next sample leads through the Londinian steam tunnels. Proceed to the steam tunnels. I'm feeling better about my bullet situation. Part of me expected the Terramorphs we encountered during this mission to be real tough cookies like the one we ran into at the Tau Gourmet plant. They do seem to be scaled up to my level. And of course we're still playing on very hard.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel.
Interesting. I'm apparently crippled now? What's going on? Frostbite severe. Taking health damage expends O2. Melee attacks deal less damage. Running uses O2 and sprinting immediately exhausts O2. Awesome. So happy. It's not lost on me that this plant is called the Lazarus plant. I have a feeling the game's hinting at this plant being very important. Only being able to be grown here. That plant's going to come into play at some point. Be essential for our successor or some such. This frostbite's going to make this whole mission frustrating to play.
Those leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Must be some sort of power source nearby. Oh, Kaiser, you are just not in the best spot. Could you move? I'm gonna look in all these rooms, Kaiser, and I swear to God, if you block me in each and every one, we're gonna have words. Oh, just every single one of these blue ones I look into, I'm like, please be heal gel. Please be heal gel. Please be heal paste. Anything to cure frostbite, please. Kaiser, I swear to God, we're going to have a problem. My video gaming instincts tell me we're about due for another battle, maybe in the next room.
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only...
What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this? Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
So, by consuming the Lazarus plant, they metamorphose into terramorphs? Fascinating. And also terrifying, obviously.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
Wow. That's a really cool in-world explanation for everything. I'm putting all my theories out to pasture. I like that. It's very clean. They hint at, like, that they talk about the heat leeches the whole game. There was even a point where I mentioned, I think that was, like, sort of some content that they ended up deliberately cutting from the game, where you'd have to, like, check your ship for heat leeches, and it would be a problem. It would, like, suck your engines lower and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's a mechanic that they never actually ended up adding to the game. But no, the heat leeches actually have...
You okay, Captain?
No, I'm not okay. What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
All right, so that's her way of saying both options are still viable. What we just witnessed, that can't be how all terramorphs are born, right? Right, because this special plant only exists here, right?
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method, one that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
Incredible, okay. What the hell is a heat leech? No, we're not doing that. Yeah, but are the heat leeches that transform into terramorphs, like, is it... I think it's a genetically engineered species. I'm sticking with that as one of my theories. I think Vivictus is responsible. I think it was some top secret xeno warfare project during the colony war. Like, how long have heat leeches and terramorphs been around?
I'm a little dumbstruck myself.
I'm going to say this and see how she responds. Nothing natural should be able to do that.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests nature manages it just fine. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis.
Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Yes! Vivictus! Like, I'm sorry, but... I knew that attack on New Atlantis was sussy. I knew it. Given what we just witnessed, it's certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Like Vivictus.
But we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go.
Kill the terramorph. Okay, I mean, I can do that, but give me a sec. I want to look around this place. Very nice set piece. I wasn't expecting it. I'm glad I was looking in the right direction, although I'm a little annoyed I had my light on because I didn't really get a good show, but basically there's just a heat leech crawling here, right? And then these things were releasing their pollen or whatever, and... Oh, good. My prognosis has improved.
No hostiles detected by near-range sensors.
I can't believe what we just witnessed.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, kill the terramorph. I'm on it. With all my injuries and whatnot, I'm going to do my best, I guess.
Everybody got that?
I'd hate to see a power like that used in war.
That is the first time an NPC that's not part of Constellation, as far as I'm aware, it's the first time any of them have acknowledged being able to see me using my alien powers. And I feel like Hadrian as a scientist should be a little more like blown away. Oh, I didn't realize that was a loading screen door. Was I supposed to go through there? I guess so.
We do this all day long. Is that all?
Excuse me, guys. I need to reload. Can you hold it at bay for a second?
All right.
Oh, wow.
Let's get to
Good
the bottom
job.
of this.
They handled business. Metamorphed tissue sample.
Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
I'm glad to let Kaiser take a look at that sample after we... just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. So this, by the way, I recognized it immediately. This is the inside of that building that we saw from the inside, and we saw from the outside, and I was like, you can for sure get in there. It's fully rendered. It's decorated. We're in it. We're in it now. I'm just desperately looking around for a cure to my frostbite because it's so obnoxious at this point. It's actually aggravating me. Well, there's a lot of doors up here. Did they lead places? That's the way we came in. That goes back to the steam tunnels. Inaccessible. It's fair. The problem is that when I'm out of oxygen, my screen's just blurry all the time. This is a door we can't proceed through yet. It's not even coming up with a tooltip. And this one I thought we'd be able to open from the inside, but it's also not accessible as far as I can tell. Alright, I'll give Kaiser the thing. You're falling behind me, right, Kaiser? Kaiser. There you go.
Analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
Yeah, Vivictus.
Captain,
can we go kill him now?
Do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I want to hear from you.
I think someone figured out how to use the Lazarus plant to trigger terramorph attacks.
Oh boy. So we're talking a whole new extra scary kind of weapon here, aren't we?
Deploying alien life forms isn't exactly new, but I've never heard of one that could pull off something like this. It makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs.
Yeah, Hadrian, I've been
These
sussy about that
attacks,
timing since the beginning.
I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Yes. Yes, I can even say it. Oh, I'm so happy right now. But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
Someone named Victus. I thought the timings of those terramorphs showing up was suspicious. And I really did, too.
But having this answer...
God, I probably spent an hour
just
sitting in a pause menu ranting about that.
Who could pull something like this off? And why?
The United Colonies, someone inside the UC must have plans for the Lazarus plant. Freestar Collective makes the most sense. They'd be happy to see the UC suffer. This is an extremely interesting dialogue tree. Holy shit.
Can't believe it.
All right, let's very carefully read through all of our options here because this, I think, is one of those dialogue choices that matters, I think. The United Colonies, so I can blame the UC, which is my instincts to blame the UC. But that was just when I was looking at these three. I was like, well, maybe I'll select that. I've got some ideas, but it's far from responsible to just start hurling accusations is also a strong choice. Commander Hatum or one of her soldiers, they're the most likely to know about this. Although that's true, I definitely don't think they're responsible. It was House Varun. Trust me, those guys are the worst.
You okay, Captain?
I don't think that's true. I don't think it's them. Maybe some independent group like Ecliptic. They're always looking for firepower. They are always looking for firepower, but there's no way Ecliptic pulled this off. Your dad's still alive and has shown he doesn't care much about lives lost. Maybe he's involved. I think, yeah. And I honestly have no idea. Nope. We're saying this because there's no way this is not the truth.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
So I think no matter which dialogue I chose at that point, we would have gotten the same lines. So maybe that wasn't. That might have been just an all roads lead to Rome situation. But I was happy to be able to finally voice that to other characters.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Oh, I'm gonna miraculously be able to enter one of those
Kaiser,
doors I
see if
wasn't
you
able
can't
to
find
previously.
another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Knew it. I'm such a smart cookie. I was standing at the door. Oh, Barrett wants to talk. Alright, Barrett.
Oh, there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Barrett, I'm gonna need to ask you a favor. I know your temptation, Barrett, is gonna be to continue to constantly pester me about that thing you want to talk about. And don't get me wrong, like, I get it, okay? I really honestly get it. You're really obsessed about what's going on, you know, with this investigation into your ex-husband, or sorry, late husband. But look, we're in the middle of something right now. So I need you to be less obnoxious than, like, Andrea was about this. I really need that from you, Barrett. I need you to just, like, put a pin in it, you know, read the room, recognize we're in the middle of a dangerous situation, and that, you know, whatever you've got going on can wait, okay? All right, man? I don't feel like that's too big of an ask, okay?
You're to take a break. Let's chat.
Oh, Barrett, what did I just say, man? What did I just say? Man, we're in the middle of what was just described as hell frozen over. I'm gonna really need you to recognize the situation that we're in, Barrett, and not press things with that. Like, I really need that from you, man. Can you put a pin in it, please? Alright, let's... Oh, wait, hold on. I just noticed another one. Okay, nothing in there. Alright, let's see. We've got... Oh, we don't have any status effects right now? Amazingly? Okay. I'm happy with that. Turn on the power.
I think I see it.
Right, you want me to press that, but I just noticed 2 more walkers. I'm desperate to find like some heal gel or something. All of these lockers so far have had valuable supplies in them, which is why I'm bothering to do these lockpick puzzles. Otherwise, I wouldn't, of course. We're in the middle of stuff. I'd rather just get on with the mission, but I feel like this mission's been especially punishing with the frostbite. So I'd love to just, like, I mean, it's giving me a lot of grenades and stuff, and Aurora, apparently. Goodness. I feel like if I worked in UC security, I would not just, like, keep my, like, super highly illegal drugs in my work locker, you know? Even with it being locked, but, like, this is just an advanced lock. Look how easy I'm breaking in here. Silly goose. Both of these guys with the Aurora. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be sexist. Drug addicts come in all shapes and sizes. Both of these folks, these peeps. Alright, I'll press the button now.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic.
Listen to the playback.
Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored. Back in business. Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged.
Ooh, let's listen, yeah.
Playback initiated.
Okay.
Admiral Senon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here?
Of course, he's behind
this
us all.
Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
I knew it.
Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available. An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
I effing knew it. I knew it. He discovered about the Lazarus plant. He figured out what was causing the Terramorphs to attack Londinian. He deliberately gathered all the troops that had borne witness to what that weapon, what was happening and what had caused the disaster here, to gather at the spaceport, and then he bombed the spaceport to kill all the witnesses. So he would be the only one who knew. Damn. Oh my God. I hate him so much. We better get a chance to kill him at the end of this quest line. That's all I gotta say. Like, I've said it multiple times before I even knew the depths of his depravity. The recording we just heard, it sounded a lot like Faye Victus knew about the Lazarus plant. I should grab the transcription and speak to Hadrian about what we just learned. God damn it, Barrett. The quest objective over your head is... Can I actually... Hold on. I know I've talked about a lot in this game about dialogue prioritization. But part of that I feel should be like, if I'm in the middle of a big, important quest like this, my point is that companions should not advance to the next stage of their quest randomly in the middle of another quest that you're doing. It should be like whenever a quest ends, that's when the game should do a check to see if your companion relationship has reached a level to advance, and then it should advance. Instead of like this thing where I'm now in this situation where Barrett's effectively useless. I can't even talk to him because he's going to want to talk about his late husband, and I'm like, contraband locker key? Oh, so these are the contraband lockers that I probably could have gotten away with not picking the locks if I had done a more thorough search of this place first. I get it. All right, Hadrian, that was some big bombs that just dropped. Let me do a quick save, and then let's talk about it. By the way, Hadrian, I want you to take a special note of how just in the previous room that we were just in, I totally fingered your father for this. Ooh, that sounded weird. I totally implicated your father as the culprit and called it. I called it in front of all these NPCs. Barrett, you heard it right. You heard me say it was him, right? Before we heard that recording, I already knew because I'm a genius. I've got a big wrinkly gamer brain, so I knew. All right, Hadrian, let's talk about it.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus Plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
Yes, he did. Never learned this reading minds trick you seem to have mastered. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, that's certainly how I interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
a monster. Look at, why is this game even giving me options to defend this psychopath? Absolutely not. A cold-blooded murderer.
A pawn with no ethics, no compassion, no humanity. And the UC kept this monster on purpose.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. Wait. If the plant was used to trigger the attacks, that means Victus, he might have been involved in what happened on New Atlantis.
He was absolutely involved.
I hate to say it, but I think your instinct about him might have been right.
Oh, is that a unique line for me guessing that it was him? That's awesome. I'm so happy. See, I knew we couldn't trust him.
No, your intuition was spot on. Now we just have to figure out what he knew. But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Dusty.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go.
Dusty, let's talk.
I swear to God, Barrett. Barrett's a scientist. I bet he'd have all sorts of cool dialogues to say during this mission if we weren't like stuck in his infinite dialogue loop.
Successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Right, and so this is where we were before, and I was commenting on how there's loot out here, so it's definitely a place we're intended to reach at some point. Fortunately for all of you gentle viewers, I've already searched this place to my satisfaction, so we're just gonna beeline it for the quest objective here.
You wonder what humanity would be like if we could all do that.
Surgeon protocols triggered.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God, concentrate fire! Shoot! Shoot!
Terramorph anomaly. It's another anomaly.
Stop! Stop! Don't shoot! We're friendly!
What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Radar's lighting up. I think you're due for some company.
Be advised. Possible threat detected.
The thralls! They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Y'all heard that, right? Stop, stop, don't shoot, we're friendly. I feel like I just missed something. Feeling some kind of way. Was just like, did I hit Hadrian with a stray bullet and that's why she said stop, stop, don't shoot, we're friendly? Should I have not killed the Terramorph? I'm feeling profoundly uncomfortable right now. I'm gonna give Kaiser the sample.
Sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Return to forward base 441. Okay, so I'm gonna save my game. I'm gonna save it over a different slot. I'm gonna maybe, like, between videos reload this save game and see if I can make more sense of that encounter that we just had. I'm feeling some kind of way about it, like maybe I screwed up, like some optional save other people thing. We heard that weird voice before. I wonder if, like, I think maybe the creatures that the Terramorphs were controlling were, like, used to be humans, but they've transformed into something different from constant exposure to that spore or something like that. I do want to explore that further, but I don't know that it's anything. Oh yeah, here they are. Anyways, we'll not kill these animals who might be former humans. This is interesting. We know from before that this is a way back. I think it's entirely possible that I'm reading way too much into those voices, but it's the second time during this quest I've thought I heard a strange woman's voice saying weird, like, very weird in context things. Alright, discuss your findings. So I'm just going to keep barreling forward with this quest for now. But I may do some grunt work in between videos. I honestly may just look up a walkthrough for this quest and make sure I didn't, like, really badly screw something up. Wait. What? Hold on. What is it telling me to do? We've returned to base. Time to discuss what we've uncovered. But it's just me and Percy here. I guess probably once I talk to him, Hadrian will like spawn in here. She was probably supposed to follow me, but got like, oh, well, Barrett's here at least. What's up, Dr. Walker?
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is the plan still going to work now that we've got to clean up heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Yeah, we have them. Sure did. Kaiser's got all the samples in storage.
Ah, best place for them. Now,
I
my
guess.
connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what
You
it
got
sounded
it.
like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
You're right. Vae Victus couldn't have been involved with the attacks. Actually, we can't rule him out. Vae Victus is alive and under UC custody. I'm telling everyone I can.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
We sure
I
do.
believe that's exactly what that means.
It
Look,
sure does.
Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Vae Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Can I just go kill him so that we can ensure that he's not responsible for any more attacks? Do you want to come speak to him with me?
Captain, I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois. So do you think you could do it? Please?
I'm not even going to ask this because I am 1,000% certain it's him. Oh, he and I are going to have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here.
Absolutely.
Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Nice little 20 grand. We reached the end of a quest, so there's going to be a bunch of pop-ups on my screen. I'm just going to let them run. Wow, gamers, wow. What we learned at Londinian suggests the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis might have been intentional. Our only lead, though, is Vae Victus. I need to talk to him and find out what he might know. Really? There's no option for me to, like... I guess we're going to speak to the cabinet afterwards. A legacy forged. My, oh my, oh my. But it's a brand new quest.
Preserved.
Oh, thank you, Kaiser. I didn't see you
Best
there.
of luck on your fact-finding mission.
Thank you, Kaiser. I appreciate it. You're a good one. I like you. I'm growing to like Kaiser quite a bit. Not as much as I love Vasco, of course, but... So, next video, of course, is going to be Barrett. I'm almost, I know I was certain before, but I'm more certain now than ever that this is we're finally gonna like launch into Barrett's side quest, so that'll probably be the next video. And after that, I think we're free and clear. I did look it up between videos, which companions have side quests. I figured it would be good to just know that, so I don't have to do too much experimenting and bojangling around. And the answer is the same as which companions can you romance in the game. There's only 4. Barrett, Sam, Andrea, and Sarah. Those are the 4 characters in the game you can romance, and those are the 4 companions that have their own side quests. So we've done Andrea. I really wish Vasco had his own side quest. I think that'd be fun, but oh well. We've done Sarah. And we're in the process of doing Barrett. I think we're about to launch into his side quest. We'll probably do a similar thing like we did with Sarah, where we'll pursue our romance with Barrett, just to see if that opens up anything more about his backstory. But we'll do that in an alternative timeline, so it'll be non-canon. Once we reach the end of his quest, which I think is coming up next video. And then we'll be done. We'll be done with all the companion side quests at that point. So the rest of the videos will be cleaning up the UC Vanguard questline, faction quest, which I feel is in the final arc, the third act, if you will, of that story. And then I think that's all I want to do in the game. So we might be nearing the end of this series. But we've definitely got at least 2 to 3 episodes remaining. At the end, I'm going to go back into the Unity again. Because the Unity gives you like a wrap-up of like what happened afterwards as a result of the things you did, the various choices you made, and the different faction quests. So that'll be interesting to see again. And then we may play around in the new universe a little bit to see like what returning to the lodge is like. So I definitely have plans to do at least another like 5 to 10 videos in this series, but I think we are in that final arc. Very exciting. I've had a blast in this game so far. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Thank you everyone for watching this video. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic day.